So guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video let's talk about Google Maps, guys. We already discussed a lot about Google Maps on this particular channel, but it was mostly the basics. We just kept talking about how to bring in Google Maps inside your Flutter applications, and also how to place markers, different markers on the maps. In this video, let's try to do something fancy that will look really cool when you bring it inside your applications. So yeah, let's get started, guys. First, let's bring the map inside our Flutter application. So here I'm getting into my pubspec file and then adding Google Maps Flutter. Fine. And this will install. Let's get back in. Oh, sorry. Let's get back here. Stack. Children. I'll have a container, and this container height would be media query dot of context dot size dot height minus some 50 units for the app bar. Probably width would be media query dot of context dot size dot width, and the child will have the Google Map. Oh, we also need a Google Map controller, right? Should we go ahead and create the controller first? Google Map controller. If you haven't already seen my, if you want to know in detail on how to bring in a Google Map inside your Flutter application and place markers on this, kindly watch my previous video, guys. I'll leave a link to that in the description section below, and there is also the code for that Google Maps Flutter, the code for that here. Anyway, let's continue with what we were doing. Google Map initial camera position. I have the latitude and longitude of New York here. Okay, latitude and longitude of New York, and what else do I need? Zoom. Oh, zoom is that on map created. Map create. Let's go ahead and create that function. Void void map created controller set state controller you have an underscore to differentiate these two. Fine. Now this should bring a Google Map inside our Flutter application, right? Let's try and run this on a mobile device and see what happens. Alright, guys, now we have brought Google Maps inside our application, right? There is nothing special about this, guys. I just simply used the Google Maps widget from the plugin that's already available ready-made, and then I simply gave it an initial camera position. That's it. Nothing fancy in this, right? Now, in the beginning of the video, I said that we'll try to do something fancy with this today, so that you can make use of that in your applications and it will look really cool, right? So let's get started on that. What I'll do is I'll try to plot a few coffee shops in New York, and let's start from there. So first I'll create a model. Before that, I think I forgot to mention, guys, inside Android manifest.xml you need to place your Google Maps key. Okay. See, I have placed here, right? This key you will get from the Google Cloud Platform console. Just enable Maps API and if you click on credentials, you will automatically get that key. Okay, so I have already talked about how to get this key in my previous video as well. Kindly watch it once. Once you got the key, paste it inside Android manifest.xml, and yeah, you're good to go then. And if you run the application, the map will get loaded. That's it. That's what I was about to say. Now let's go ahead and try to bring in a few coffee shops inside this particular application. So I'll create a new file, coffee model.dart. Fine. And inside this, what I'll do is I'll have this is just a list of 5 coffee shops, and we have a model here. Okay, model file here. Let's make use of this list inside our main.dart file, and let's try to plot these as markers on the map that we just created. Okay, so what I'll do is, this is a stack, right? So obviously the markers can be placed over the map beautifully. No, why am I using the stack for placing markers? There is a option called markers inside the Google Maps widget itself, guys. It comes with that. See, you just need to give it a set of markers and it will automatically place them one by one. So all I need to do is create that set of markers, right? So for that, what I'll do is fine. Now we have a set of markers. All we need to do is give this set of markers to the map here, so that it will automatically plot them on our map. I think it's set dot from marker from all markers. Fine. Let's just save this. Nothing would happen. We would need to hot restart the entire application. Cool, right? Now all the 5 markers have been plotted on the map. If we just tap on one, it's showing the name of that coffee shop as well as the address of that coffee shop, right? We gave the address as well, if you remember. I don't know how many of you guys remember. We gave the address as well, right? Stumptown Coffee Roasters, High Collar, Everyman Espresso, and Rose Coffee Shop, Third Rail Coffee, and all that. So yeah, guys, we just plotted the markers here as well, but this is not fancy as well, right? Let's go ahead and create a scrollable list of all the coffee shops below the markers. Okay, so that we can show. Wait, I'll show you rather than me trying to explain a visual design. If I show it to you guys, then you'll obviously understand it, right? So what I'll do here is I'll go ahead and try to create that now. After this, we'll place a position widget. I hope you guys get an idea of what I'm trying to say here. We are going to be placing a scrollable list of cards, okay, and that each and every card will represent a single coffee shop, and then we'll do something fancy with those cards and the markers. Okay, positioned bottom 20.0 so that it's a little bit child container height some 200 units maybe, and width would be, this will otherwise throw up the error for some restraint error of context dot size dot width. Fine. and child will have we'll use a page view builder, page view dot builder, and inside this obviously we need a controller, right? Alright, now I have written some code to create a fancy card that will be placed on top of the map, guys. That's it, nothing fancy in that. I mean, nothing new about this. And that card will be scrollable, obviously, so you can scroll through the coffee shops. Okay, for some reason my Dart extension has stopped working, so I had to type all these without the IntelliSense. Suddenly it started working again. Now I'm getting all this stuff. Anyway, let's just run this and see how this looks on a mobile device now, guys. Oh, sorry guys, I make such silly mistakes. No, then this should be asterisk. What have I done? Why would I subtract that? Cool, right? Now as you can see here, we have these nice looking cards on top of the map, and that will show us obviously the coffee shops, right? Now let's go ahead and take it a step further. When we tap on this card, this is an inkwell, right? We created this as an inkwell, so whenever we tap on that, let's just move the camera to that particular marker. Okay, so I'll write another function for moving the camera. Move camera, and inside this I will simply use controller dot animate camera update dot new camera position. What's wrong? Oh, camera update dot new camera position, and this camera position will be camera position. This would be target coffee shop of page controller dot page dot to int and we just need to use the location coordinates, right? Dot location coordinates, fine, and use zoom of 14 so that it zooms a little bit, and then I'll even tilt the camera bearing 45 degrees and use a tilt of another 45 degrees, fine. These are just okay. If we now tap on that particular, whenever we tap on that particular card, it should automatically take us to that particular shop. So let's now go to, move camera, save this, wait for it to reload. Wow, takes us to that particular shop, right? Third Rail Coffee. Now let's try going to high collar. This is high collar, right? Everyman Express Broadway something, Everyman Espresso, and this is Andrew's Coffee Shop, and this is Stumptown Coffee Roasters, right? So now we have a really fancy looking way of displaying coffee shops inside your maps, and then you can also tap on that particular shown list item to move to that particular marker. This is not that much fancy, right? Even I think I have already done a similar thing like this on one of my older videos, like last year or something. So let's make this more fancy. Let's try to bring in that Airbnb appeal. Airbnb, I don't know how many of you guys noticed, as we keep scrolling through the list of returned rental lists, return list of items, it will automatically scroll to that particular location as we scroll up or scroll down, right? We'll try to do a similar thing inside our application as well. So we are not going to be moving camera for tap. Instead, as we scroll through that, we should move the camera. So for that, what we can do is we can simply go ahead and add a scroll listener first, so that we can keep track of where. Right. Why did I do 3 dots is spread operator? Okay. Add listener. This is 2 dots is chaining operator. Okay. And here I'll simply do on scroll. Void on scroll. So if the user starts to scroll, we shouldn't immediately take him to the next marker, since he could just simply do like this, scroll halfway and then return back, right? And if he scrolls halfway and returns back, it will automatically clamp to this particular position. So we should just see if the user has scrolled to the next item and then move the user to that particular item, right? So for that, what we can do is we can simply go ahead and if check the page controller. Okay, page controller dot page dot to int. We'll have a wait, int previous page not equal to previous page. If this is the case, then previous page equals page controller dot page dot to int. And not only that, we can simply do move camera as well, so that we move to that particular location. You understand what I'm doing here, right? I'm simply adding a scroll listener to this particular page controller, guys, and whenever the user tries to scroll, that is whenever the user tries to do something in that page controller, whenever the user scrolls through the list of coffee shops, then I'll check whether the user has scrolled from one page to the next one. If he has scrolled from one page to the next one, I'll simply move the camera. if he has just done halfway, I mean if he has scrolled halfway and then simply moved back, then this condition will obviously be equal, right? So in that case the camera won't move. That's it. It's really simple, right? Let's go ahead and try this and see how this looks on the mobile device. So now I have saved this, right, but it won't work since I have added the listener here. So, and this is in init state. Alright, now that we have hot restarted the entire application, let's just try to scroll and see if this moves to our specific coffee shop. So I'm just scrolling to the next coffee shop, guys. Wow, it moves automatically, right? This is the third rail coffee shop. I'll scroll to the next. Wow, I'm just scrolling, guys. I'm not even tapping. Okay, even if I tap, obviously nothing would happen, right, since I have gone ahead and commented out this line. Wow, it automatically scrolls, and this is the Everyman Espresso High Collar Third Rail Coffee, Andrew's Coffee Shop, Stumptown Coffee Roasters. Cool, right? So yeah, guys, you can see that this is the stuff that I wanted to show you guys today. Now we have created a really cool effect using just page view builder, I mean a page view and Google Maps. Similarly, you can create awesome interfaces easily. No need of any fancy or complicated animations or bringing in delays or tweens or anything else. For using just simple animated builder and stuff like page view, you can create really awesome and really good looking user interfaces inside your Flutter applications. If you like this video, kindly hit the thumbs up button. If you like what I'm doing on this channel, kindly subscribe to my channel. Okay, subscribe, it's free. And if you really like this video, kindly share it with someone and help them too. Okay, if you found this helpful, kindly share it with someone and help them. And yeah, hit the thumbs up button, guys, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.